Fellow Spartans, how you doing, and welcome back to another Third Age Total War video. And today this is a battle replay of a 2v2 battle I played a couple of days ago, where I was teamed up with Jackie Fish. I was playing as Dwarfs and he was playing as Rohan, and we were facing off against the High Elves, played by Pixelated Apollo, and the Kingdom of Arnor, played by Alex the Rambler. So this was quite an impressive battle, quite an epic battle in fact, so it's good that I was able to do this as a replay so I could show you, hopefully, the most epic moments from it. So I think Pixelated Apollo's and Rambler's tactic was to sit back, take their time, and allow us to march on to attack them. I think they realised that we've got the heavier army, we've got the more attacking army, so they were happy to sit back and let us march on. And you can see here already Apollo bringing it across his skirmisher camp to try and get some early kills against my units on the right flank here, some Dwarven warriors. He did take a few of them down actually. Obviously I've got quite a lot of heavy armour to my units with the Dwarves, but still he was able to get some kills off early doors. But we continue to march forward. We do not get dismayed by the earlier casualties that we were taking. So we carried on marching on, wave after wave of artillery fire, and archer fire is coming across, taking down a few of our men actually. Look at that! Oh, right through the middle there, bloody hell. Axemen of Erebor, heavy infantry, those big two-handed axe units. Look at this, Apollo's taking his cavalry right outside down the flank to probably try and tease me, try and distract me if he can. So I put a unit of Dwarven warriors on the right hand side here to try and, you know, sort of hold there and just to keep his cavalry at bay for the moment, while my main army still goes forward and leads a charge. Oh, that's just gone over that unit there. Oh, return fire from Apollo, just short of those pike units, thankfully. So that's the situation there. We're pushing on. Oh god, a few casualties with that one there, the iron crossbowmen. How's Jackie doing? Oh, he's launched an attack, full-on attack against the Kingdom of Arnor. The problem is these guys, Kingdom of Arnor, very heavy infantry, very high armoured units, which will take a lot of kills. Well, not a lot of kills, take a lot of attacks, and we'll be able to hold off after wave really. Look at that, he's dismounted. Royal Guard going against these battle ready Dunedain heavy infantry units. That would be quite an interesting conflict. Probably the fact that it's spear against sword, the swords will probably come out on top. But yeah, Rambler was able to just hold his line strong and just take the brunt of the attacks without too much issues really, unfortunately for us. So that's the situation there. Dwarves have now launched a full scale attack into Pixelated Apollo's lines, and yeah, it's all kicking off really now. Let's go into the action here. Those impressive High Elves, those units looking very nice indeed. Their detail looking awesome, and as always, just shows how impressive this mod actually is. It really is a superb mod, one of the best out there. So the Dwarves pushing in on this side as well. They are sort of getting a few kills off at this moment in time. The balance is very evenly matched for the time being. I mean, see, Rambler hasn't committed any of his heavy archers yet. Or sorry, not his heavy archers, sorry, what I'm talking about, his heavy cavalry. He's kept them back. He's got some that have gone around the side here. They've engaged with Jackie's cavalry. And, surprise, surprise, they've come out on top. He's now able to get a free charge against Jackie's catapult crew there. And he's going to just rip right through them, obviously, without any problems at all. Is that his general unit as well? For a second I thought that was his general unit. That would have been terrible, but it wasn't. So how's he doing? How is Jackie Fish doing here? He's getting into the mix, but we've lost it off our men. And that is no thanks to me as the Dwarves, because we are taking an absolute battering. Oh, right, okay. It's 50-50 in terms of losses, but the balance of power is going into their favour now. Look at that. I've able to repel some of his attacks. Unfortunately, he was able to get in to my siege equipment, so I was unfortunately able to stop him there. Oh, charge from his cav! But these Dwarves are so strong, they can just take the brunt of these cavalry charges without too many losses. So we did quite well there. Going back over here, he's sort of picking away. He's having a little chunk, taking little bites out of my infantry units if he can. But he's doing very well, Apollo is he. He's played this game a lot more than me. He's played Medieval a lot more than me. He's quite an experienced player when it comes to this type of game, and he knows what he's doing. My pikes, though, are trying to just push back if they can the High Elves here, and they're sort of getting the upper hand with them, and they will come out, I'm sure, victorious against these High Elves, because my pikes can really just push through and make a big impact against most enemy units if they can. So they should come out victorious, as I say over there. And Jackie, I remember saying to me when we were actually playing the battle, saying I've lost. And there you go, right on cue, he lost his general, and he was saying to me, this is it, he's got me, Rambler's got me, I've got nothing left in the tank. And so that enabled Rambler then to push out of his lines. He was holding there for a long period of time. He just endured the pressure, and then at that moment when the timing was right, he was able to then push out, and he started to bring all his forces down the hill towards good old me as the Dwarves, who was at that point really starting to struggle with Apollo's forces, and then to bring in Rambler as well was just a nail in the coffin, unfortunately. But we held out for a while. I would like to have done a little bit better with the Dwarves, if I'm honest. I thought we could have performed more. Just got my microphone there. More valiantly on the day, I think. Not valiantly, but just a bit more effectively on the day. I don't think I did as well as I could have done, unfortunately. And there's Apollo then getting another unit of lancers across to hit me in the rear. He's used his cavalry quite well in this battle, actually, and did a good job with them. Obviously, the fact that I had not got any cavalry did play into his hands very well. But again, that should have been countered, the fact that I've got very heavy, enduring infantry. But I didn't give up, I kept going. And that is the Dwarven way, never give up to the last. So keep pushing forward. Oh god! Rambler's artillery there having a real good shot against my lines, and you can see here now he's coming down. He's finished off Jackie with ease, and he's coming across now to do the same job to me. He's Arnor pikeman there. Rambler does love his pike units. He's a bit. I think he does actually have a bit of a sick fetish when it comes to pike units. Actually, he does like to employ them on the battlefield. And then we've got here again that centre being hacked away by Apollo, surrounding me with both his archers and his cavalry. Only a few units are remaining now, and you can see in the time in the top left corner there the battle is starting to conclude here. And it's not a case of if, but when will Rambler and Apollo finish the job here, because I've only got a couple of lines. I've got a few units coming back into the battle after retreating and then rallying back, but it was too late, too much. Oh god, there, another shot from the artillery crew. Yeah, too little too late, unfortunately, at this point in time. But oh right, yeah, that was when Jackie finally said, I'm handing in the towel. And some great shots from the artillery here, some really great shots. But yeah, I think at that point Jackie had been completely and utterly annihilated. Look at the dead here. The cavalry skirmish that happened early on in the battle just shows all the units that were killed by the by Rambler's units there. You took down Jackie Fish's cavalry very quickly, and the Kingdom of Arnor really did prevail against anyone who came against him really today. There we go, Arnor pikeman coming in.
Our general shames us all. He flees
And there we
back
go,
while
yeah,
his
the general
soldiers still
flees.
fight.
And I just knew at that point, I think this is it. Why prolong the inevitable? And I think at that point, I sort of said to myself, as the final issue came in, yeah, I admitted defeat as the pikemen came towards me to finish me off. I thought, that is it. Try and save anyone we've got left. So yeah, you can see, yeah, a clear defeat in the end, ladies and gentlemen. It was quite a crushing blow and quite disheartening in the end. Men lost 2,067 of my 2,194 that were deployed on the battlefield. Jackie Fish, though, he only killed 599 men, unfortunately. As I say, Rambler playing as Arnor was fantastic. He did really well. He did kill a lot of Jackie Fish's men. Instantly put pressure on me. He didn't lose particularly many either. Look at that, 485. So, God, maybe the Kingdom of Arnor are the right unit. Well, it's not the right faction to go for. It's just the units you actually choose and the way you play with those units. That's the main thing. Obviously, today, it wasn't my day. It was the Dwarves. I've never played with them before. And, yeah, it showed. And unfortunately, Jackie, the same position. He'd never played with Rohan, and I don't think he said at the end of it he'll be playing with him again. So that just sums up that problem. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the statistics. Have a quick look at the individual scores for my units. Best performing on the day was a unit of Iron Crossbowmen, 95 kills. So I didn't even break the 100 mark with casualties inflicted. So that, again, just really shows how much of a one-sided battle this was. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was a crushing defeat. And if you did, please do spear the like button. I'll be back very soon with some more of Third Age. But until next time, I shall flee the field as dwarves and say farewell.